Welcome back to Elite Rentals. I'm James Corwell. Today, we're looking at top 5 yachts to explore Greece. Subscribe for more yacht charter insights. The link is in the description. Let's get straight into the yachts, moving from accessible entry luxury all the way to ultra luxury flagships. So there's a smart option for every plan. At number 5, the entry luxury choice, Julie M. She's a Ferretti Custom Line 97, about 30.6 metres in length, with a weekly rate typically from around $52,000 plus expenses, depending on season and availability. Built by Ferretti's Custom Line, Julie M is a proven platform for Greece, because she's compact enough for easy island hopping, yet spacious enough to feel like a proper super yacht. You'll find 5 guest cabins. Most itineraries work best with up to 10 guests. An open, bright main, salon that's perfect after a day in the sun, and a flybridge setup that's tailored for Mediterranean living, sun pads, shaded dining, and a casual bar area that keeps everyone together. From my experience, the strength of a 30-metre yacht in Greece is flexibility. Distances between Saronic Gulf Islands are short, which means less transit time and more swimming, more paddleboarding, and more time ashore in places like Hydra or Spetses. It's also easier to find a comfortable anchorage if the breeze picks up. A small tip here, Greece often requires a license to operate a jet ski, and smaller yachts like Julie M typically carry a compact but versatile toy list. Think one jet ski, a couple of sea bobs, sups, and a fast tender. Always confirm the exact toys at booking because inventories evolve. Why does Julie M deserve a spot on this list? Value and agility. She's the kind of yacht that lets you see a different bay every lunch, with service standards that feel close to much larger yachts. If your group wants easy mornings, a short hop to a protected cove, and dinner ashore in a chic harbour, this size is a smart way to start. Next on the list, we scale up to a classic Italian build that's a favourite for Greece. At number 4, IDL. She's a Bonetti Classic of about 37 metres, generally from around $79,000 per week plus expenses, depending on season. Bonetti has a long track record in building reliable, comfortable charter yachts, and a DYLE fits that profile. Expect 5 cabins, typically for 10 guests, and the kind of wide-body main deck and generous sun deck that give everyone room to spread out. A detail worth noticing, dining flow matters in Greece. You'll likely have multiple alfresco meals each day, so the sun deck and aft deck layouts should be practical and shaded when needed. IDL's deck spaces work well for that, with enough separation that parents can enjoy a quiet coffee while kids are already lined up for the tender. In terms of toys, most Bonetti Classics in this range carry an easy mix. A tender large enough for comfortable shore runs, a jet ski, towables, snorkeling sets, and often a sea bob or two. What makes Ideal stand out for the Greek islands is how forgiving the platform is for a family charter. She has the volume to handle a day with a bit of breeze without feeling cramped inside, and she offers proper lounging areas fore and aft so you can chase sun or shade as you like. From my experience, this size works nicely for a week that combines a couple of longer runs, perhaps from Athens to Milos or Paros, with shorter, lazy days tucked into bays. If you want to dine ashore in places like Naousa or Spetses Old Harbour, Aidioli's crew can run quick, tender shuttles, so the timing stays relaxed. Why is she here? She offers one of the strongest price-to-space balances in Greece, true super yacht volume, without a big jump in cost. Now moving to one of the standout upper-mid options for a Cyclades itinerary. At number 3, Pathos. She's a Sunseeker 131, about 40 metres in length, generally from around $130,000 per week, plus expenses in low season and higher in peak months. Sunseeker's 131 series is popular for a reason. It combines a crisp top speed with very livable outdoor areas. Pathos typically accommodates up to 12 guests in 6 cabins, which gives you flexibility for a mixed group, families, couples, or a multi-generational plan. A feature that matters in Greece, the sun deck. Pathos has a sun deck that's optimized for full days outside, shaded dining, a bar for sundowners, and a jacuzzi for the golden hour as you watch the anchor drop in a protected bay. Her swim platform also doubles as a waterside hub, making it easy to get everyone in and out of the tender, sea bobs and paddleboards. Most first-time charterers don't realize how important boarding logistics are when you're doing 2 or 3 swims a day. On a 40-metre yacht like Pathos, this is usually seamless. Another detail, stabilizers are essential in the Aegean. When you're anchored for a long lunch off Antiparos or Kithnos, you want the boat to feel settled while guests rotate between the water and the table. Pathos, like most in her class, is set up for that. Why number 3? She bridges the gap between the mid-range and the big boat feel. The service level steps up, the deck layouts are more refined, and you'll notice it in how the day flows. From my experience, Pathos is a strong choice for a Cyclades circuit when you want to clock a bit more distance but still keep the group comfortable. A small tip: plan for earlier arrivals into popular anchorages if the Meltemi is forecast. Mornings are calmer and the best coves fill up quickly in July and August. If you're thinking about planning a charter, Elite Rentals can help. We'll match you to the right yacht and create a route that fits your dates and the seasonal winds. The link is in the description. At number 2, Titania. She's a Lursen at about 73 metres, with rates typically from around $595,000 per week, plus expenses in the Mediterranean season. Lursen's reputation for quiet, smooth engineering and robust build quality really shows on yachts like Titania, which is one reason she's such a successful charter platform. She accommodates up to 12 guests and is set up for long, comfortable days at anchor. A highlight is the dedicated beach club, a large waterside lounge for morning coffee after a swim, or late afternoon relaxation once the toys are put away. Titania also offers a full wellness setup, a proper gym with sea views and a spa area with a massage room so you can schedule treatments between bays. On deck, you'll find a large jacuzzi pool and multiple distinct dining and lounging areas, which means you can run the day in zones. Kids up top with the deck crew and toys, adults aft with a tasting menu and a cold glass of Assyrtiko, and everyone together for dinner under the stars. In terms of toys and tenders, expect a full complement. Performance tenders for exploring coves, tow sports, sea bobs, e-foils on some charters, and an inflatable slide that turns the afternoon into a private water park. Why does Titania rank this high for Greece? Scale and service. The larger crew-to-guest ratio allows you to do more in a single day. Scouting sea caves by tender, setting up a private beach barbecue, then resetting the boat for an elegant dinner with candlelight and professional service. Practical insight. On a 70-metre plus yacht, your captain will choose anchorages with a bit more swing room and depth. That sometimes means staying just outside a busy harbour and doing tender shuttles ashore, which actually keeps the onboard experience calm and private. A detail worth noticing is how quickly the crew can transition the decks between swim sessions and meals. On a yacht like Titania, that choreography feels effortless, and it's a big part of why the day flows so well. Now to the flagship of this list, a purpose-built platform for Greek cruising at the very top end. If you're sketching out dates or want to compare available yachts side by side, Elite Rentals creates custom itineraries for every Greek region. The link is in the description. Let me wrap with a few practical planning notes that apply to all 5 yachts. First, pick your region to match the season. July and August in the Cyclades can be windy. If you prefer calmer conditions for swimming, consider the Saronic Gulf or the Ionian, or simply plan earlier arrivals and anchor in the lee of the islands. Second, for toys like jet skis, Greece requires a license. If your group doesn't have one, the crew will steer you to great alternatives: sea bobs, e-foils with instruction, and towables behind the tender. Third, on pricing, Mediterranean charters are plus expenses. Budget for the APA, typically 25 to 35% of the base rate, to cover fuel, food, beverages, port fees, and incidentals. Your final reconciliation is transparent, and anything unspent is returned. Finally, think about shore time. Many Greek towns are best enjoyed in the evening when it's cooler. A good day plan is a swim-heavy morning, a shaded lunch on board, a siesta during the hottest hours, and then a tender ashore for sunset and dinner. With the right captain and a yacht that suits your group size, Greece really does deliver a new postcard every day. Thanks for watching. If you're ready to plan your charter, visit Elite Rentals using the link in the description, and don't forget to subscribe for more yacht insights.